Hello everyone, today we are going to learn how to read the board and column and flat reading. The flat drawing rules of slabs. First of all, we have to grasp the concept of the plate. The plate mainly bears various loads perpendicular to the plate surface and belongs to the bending-based component. The floor is the structural component of the horizontal partition space of the building. It can not only bear its own weight and use load, but also transmit it to the wall or column. The plain annotation method of the board is divided into centralized annotation and in situ annotation. The contents of centralized labeling include plate number, plate thickness, through longitudinal bars, and elevation difference of plate surface. The plate thickness is marked as H equals XXX when the end of the cantilever plate changes the thickness of the section. The height value of the root and the end is divided by a diagonal line marked as H equals XXXXXX. The through longitudinal bars are marked according to the lower part and the upper part of the plate, with B for the lower part, T for the upper part, and BT for the lower part and the upper part. The X direction longitudinal rib shall be headed with X, the Y direction penetrating longitudinal rib shall be headed with Y, and when the two direction penetrating longitudinal ribs are arranged the same, XY shall be used. The height difference of the slab surface elevation in the centralized labeling of the plate refers to the height difference relative to the floor elevation of the structural floor. Example 1 indicates the No. 5 floor slab. The slab thickness is 110. The X direction of the through longitudinal ribs arranged on the lower part of the slab is 12 at 120 in diameter, and the direction is 10 at 110 in diameter. The upper part of the slab is not equipped with continuous longitudinal bar. Example 2 indicates the No. 5 floor slab. The slab thickness is 110. The X direction of the through longitudinal ribs arranged at the lower part of the slab is 10-12 mm in diameter, and the distance between 10 and 12 mm is 100 毫米. The Y direction is 10 at 110 in diameter. The upper part of the board is not equipped with through longitudinal ribs. The main content of the in situ labeling of the plate support is the non-through longitudinal ribs on the upper part of the plate support. 1. The basic method of in situ marking of the plate support is as follows. A medium thick solid line of a suitable length perpendicular to the plate support beam or wall is used to represent the upper non-penetrating longitudinal reinforcement and annotate on the upper non-penetrating longitudinal reinforcement reinforcing bar number, reinforcement value, and the number of spans arranged in a continuous horizontal direction. Note in brackets, and can be omitted when it is a span, and whether it is arranged laterally to the overhanging end of the beam. Note below the upper non-through longitudinal rib the extension length from the center line of the support to the inside of the span. The upper part of No. E is not through the longitudinal bar. The specifications and spacing are 100 mm for first-class steel with a diameter of 10. The extension length from the beam center line to the inner span is 1600 mm, and the extension length of the No. 3 upper non-through longitudinal reinforcement from the beam center line to the left span is 1600 mm. And because there is no dimension mark on the right side of the upper non-through longitudinal bars on both sides, it shows that the upper non-through longitudinal reinforcement extends symmetrically to both sides of the support. That is, the extension length to the right span is also 1600 mm. The above is the flat reading of the board. We will learn the column and flat reading. The frame column bears the load from the beam and the slab in the frame structure, and transmits the load to the foundation and is the main vertical force member. The plain annotation method of the column is divided into the section annotation method and the list annotation method. The cross-section annotation is on the column floor plan drawn by the standard layer. For all column numbers, select a section in the column with the same number, and enlarge this section in situ. To directly write the section size, axis positioning and reinforcement specific values, There are a total of 9 in KZ1, one of which is a magnified cross-sectional view. A total of 2 in KZ2, one of which is an enlarged cross-sectional view. And there is only one zoomed-in cross-sectional view in KZ3. The marked content is: the column is a frame and its number is 1. The column size is B side length 650 mm, H side length 600 mm. The axis positioning: the axis passes through the middle of the column width. The lower edge of the column is 150 mm away from the axis, and the upper edge of the column is 450 mm away from the axis. The content of the corner steel bar is marked as 4 corner steel bars with a diameter of 22. There are 5 steel bars in the middle of side B with a diameter of 22. There are 4 steel bars in the middle of the H side with a diameter of 20. The stirrups are marked as 100 for the stirrup spacing and 10 for the diameter in the encryption area. The stirrups in the non-encrypted area have a spacing of 200 and a diameter of 10. The stirrup type is 4x4. There is only one type of longitudinal reinforcement diameter, and all longitudinal reinforcement notes are written in the centralized annotation. The position of the reinforcement bars is drawn according to the actual arrangement in the section view. The B and H sides are no longer marked with text. 2. List notation. On the column floor plan drawn by standard layers, number all the columns. Then express its section, reinforcement, etc. for a column list with the same number. When the list is written, the content on the drawing includes the grid and vertical components, columns, walls, and the column with the same number is selected to indicate the B side or H side direction for positioning and expressing the reinforcement. All columns are outlined at the scale specified in the drawing name without reinforcement. When there is only 1 bar diameter, write down all bars. No rebars are written on the B side and the H side, which means that the rebars are evenly distributed and the rebars on each side are the same. Also need to note the stirrup type and stirrup reinforcement. Through the study of this class, I hope you will master the rules of flat drawing of plates and columns.